I am curious to hear.
Oh, you will be. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. I am Razim, and we're going to do some stream work stuff now, where we are going to be working on our custom Pokemon tabletop system. And then, of course, this is the song I was referring to, Azareth.
Now where do you think you're going? The party is this way! And trust me, it's to die for! I know we'll be the best of friends, so there's no need to run. The sooner you get dead, the sooner you can join the fun. No need to fear, for I am here. Your mortal form will disappear. Now should we use this rusty knife or acid water gun? There's a million gruesome ways to die. Oh, why
Okay.
resist when the party's just begun? You'll be having so much fun. There's a million gruesome ways to die. Why stay alive? And I'm sure your death will be second to none. Dynamite is quick, but it makes a lot of mess. And flattened by a cow is just embarrassing at best. But baked into a yummy cake or dropped into a pit.
Oh, all right, Alderius. See you later. It was great to talk to you as well. Hope to see you again more.
How about impaled upon a spike? Oh, why resist when the party's just begun? Maybe something on a bike. There's a million gruesome ways.
Same here, Nayland. Same here. Same here.
We're sure your death will be second to none. We could put you in a cage with the hungry alligator. Drop you in a volcano with an active crater. What about 10,000 volts of electricity? Or try a death by Shakespeare in a tragic comedy? Trampled by an elephant or turned to goat meat stew? Or try to fight a dragon armed with nothing but a shoe? We could do a mommy's curse. We'll put you in a fancy hearse. Or
Can't
turn
fight
into
a
a
dragon,
stuffed
but a
now. That's
shoe.
something
You're
we
just.
can do. There's a million
Million gruesome ways to die.
Oh, why resist when the party's just begun? I came so hard I broke my spleen. There's a million
Gruesome ways to
There must be
die.
something we can try. We're sure your death will be second to none. Maybe you can choke upon a grape to die. Put you in a blender and prepare to die. Maybe we can find an angry mob. Tie you on a stake and cook you up like a kebab. To die. Smothered by a pillow in your bed. To die. A gluten overdose from too much bread. To die. Then you can join the party 'cause you're dead. I'm sure your death will be second to history first beckoning you. Sure your death will be second to none.
That is a million gruesome ways to die. Like Nayland said there, it is from Billy Bustup. Serial, I know you're very well familiar with Billy Bustup, or at least I've had enough of you. Their other song that they have released. I know for a
Zim
fact you're very
is.
familiar with that.
Zim is evil confirmed. Wonderful. Someone to help keep balance.
Oh, but of course, RZ.
I say this because I know too many are just too goody shoes. Oh god, I said that wrong. Fuck!
Goody shoes, huh?
Goody two shoes. There you go.
Yes,
Or in the
RZ.
case of most Pokemon, goody four shoes.
I am Quite evil indeed.
Good. You'll help keep balance. I love it. Oh, lovely, lovely. When can we have soft tacos together? Can we have the dark meat, please?
I'm guessing you're not looking at the stream.
Oh no, I'm looking directly at the stream. This is why I said, oh.
And yes, Sirio, Billy Bust Up has another song that they've released, which was what we just played. And there's a link to it in the chat there.
Soft tacos with the whoop at? Jet, do they deserve it? Do they deserve these soft tacos? I want your input before I make the decision.
Now where do you think you're
Well,
going? The
it is
party
certainly
is
one
the
gruesome way to possibly die.
It's to die for! I know we'll be the best of friends, so there's no need to run. The sooner you get dead, the sooner you can.
I don't care if we just listen to it. Damn it, I am running this stream, and I want to listen to it again. So, yeah.
He has a point. It is his stream.
Alright. But we'll go to a different playlist after this.
Okay.
I definitely don't want to ruin it too quickly. Though then again, when I discovered Billy Bust Up and there I've Had Enough of You, I literally played that at the beginning of every stream for like a month. And it never got old.
Flattened by a cow is just embarrassing at best. But baked into a yummy cake or dropped into a pit of snake. Though drowning in a lobster tank might hurt a little less. There's a million
Gruesome ways to die.
impaled upon a spike. Oh, why resist when the party's just begun? Maybe something on a bike. There's a million
Gruesome ways to
We
die.
could bury you alive. We're sure your death will be second to none. We could put you in a cage with the hungry alligator.
Drop you in a volcano with an active crater.
But that's just a
What
hot
about
bath.
10,000 volts of electricity? Or try a death by Shakespeare in a tragic comedy?
An elephant or turn to goat meat stew. Or try to fight a dragon armed with nothing but a shoe. We could do a mommy's curse. We'll put you in a fancy hearse. Or turn into a stuffy now. That's something we can do.
It's a million gruesome ways to die.
Try the guillotine.
Why resist when the party's just begun? There must be something we can try.
Must be something we can try.
We're sure your death will be second to none.
On a grape.
Put you in a blender and frappe.
Maybe we can find an angry mob. Tie you on a stake and cook you up like a kebab. Smothered by
Buy a pillow in your bed. I got an overuse from a bread. What?
Then you can join the party 'cause you're dead.
Oh, just thinking about art. I should eventually get it.
Sure your death will be second to
All right, let's go to one that I do know the lyrics for. Where is it? Oh, right. You've been nothing but a thorn in my side since day one. 'Cause now I am Pinocchio and you're now not. Ha! Be outdone. Welcome to Fantokyo Spectacular. Rita in the pound. Please excuse my thespian vernacular when I say thou is going down. I've had enough of you, so time to be my puppet. On a string, I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything.
Hey, get back here! Take that! Ouch!
Don't you want to dance for me, Ozzy? Dance! Now, the audience is thirsty for fun. Time to run. Cause now your denouement's already begun. That means you're done. We could both be pirates on the sea. We'll swab the deck and play your part for me. Make the glow, you'd better keep it clean. Watch out now, my little friend, cause Shakespeare's looking mean. I've had enough of you, so time to be my puppet. On a string, I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little puppet plaything. Wouldn't you love to be my little plaything, Ozzy? Just think of all the fun we'll have.
Maybe in a bit.
Like no other. Better move, cause here's another. At least you'll get to see defeat in epic style. The audience is primed, each attack right on time. Seeing you entwined is so worthwhile. But why stop there? Have another. There. Teacher, why don't you smile? Final act is sure to be a theatrical plot twist worthy of a prize. Want a shot? You'd better be more tactical. Messing with Fantokyo is never wise. Had enough of you, so won't you be my puppet? On a string, I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything. I'm up to here with you. So why don't you finally face it? Your fate is sealed, and everything you do is what I say. Starting now and every day, you'll be my puppet, learn to love it. Every word I say you'll covet. Start anew, stuck like glue, bid your former self adieu, cause I've had enough of you. Dance, Arzy. Dance.
Why would I?
Because you're just my little plaything.
Oh, must we do it in front of an audience?
I'm sure the audience would be glad to see you dance. Aw, thank you, Nayland. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Ba-dum ba-da-dum bum ba-dum. I love how the playlist is on shuffle. There's over 8 hours of music, and of all the songs to come on after that, it's this one. Da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da, da-da-da, da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Dum bum 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 ba-da-dum. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, dum bum bum ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da-dum-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, who's this smart little bastard? Oh, got it.
Rygon,
What's up?
wouldn't you like to be my puppet on a string?
Not particularly.
Oh, but it would be so much fun. Imagine the fun we'll have as you dance, as you run poker roll 24/7. Oh, it
Well,
would
all
be
I gotta say to that-
delightful.
Just remember, the string runs both ways.
I'm gonna go get some popcorn.
Oh, I finished my popcorn. Alright, let's get to work. Let's open this book.
Oh no.
Arzy,
Why?
where in the poker roll book is the experience costs?
In Pokemon 1.0, let's see, that's in the orange section. Yes, I memorize it by colors. Yes, it is color-coded for each section, which is actually a nice, decent thing in my opinion. Pokeroll 1.0 or 1.0.
Oh. There you go.
Did you find
Found
it? Wonderful, you're welcome. My orange section helped you, didn't it?
Yep.
You're welcome.
So Pokeroll has attributes costing 10 times current score. I know World of Darkness has much cheaper costs for levels. But World of Darkness also has a lot more attributes and abilities and such than Pokeroll does. So I'm thinking we'll build off of Pokeroll's system for experience costs.
I didn't have that client on that day.
Well, then it sounds like you don't need to do anything for him, right?
No.
That's a good thing.
No, it's not, because why did I make this note then?
Oh,
I was wondering if it was bad. When he mutters something like that, it definitely doesn't mean anything good.
well, Arzy, why did you have to go and bring this torment upon our wonderful DM?
Don't look at me.
I am looking
I
at
just-
you.
I write the stories as is. I can't modify them to make them all pretty. Not everything is pretty and beautiful. Some things are just dark and gruesome and too much to bear in the truth. It burns like the flames of Reshiram.
Okay.
A steadfast supporter.
Okay.
Chateau of Valley, hello! I see we have gained another fluffy space raptor. Welcome on in. Thank you for that follow.
Oh, let's go space raptors. I thought they were space. Okay.
Here's a name like that. Whose parents hate them enough to name them that?
No, wait, no, no, no. This is personal business that we cannot ask Ryan about. Damn it. So, oh, it's just a ship flying overhead. The shadows are playing eyes on me. Playing tricks on me. God damn it! I can do words. These human words are. Ah.
Knock, knock, knock. Tap, tap, tap. Knock, knock, knock. Tap, tap, tap.
I'm sorry, I have the soundproof ability. I cannot hear what's going on.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, fuck. See, listen, right now I'm 100% positive. It's just Zim's just messing around. Now, if it's not that Zim, then I'm fucking screwed.
Knock, knock, knock. Tap, tap, tap.
You really enjoyed those sounds, didn't you?
Yes, yes, I did. So did several of the chat members.
Oh
In
yeah.
fact, I want you to
You-
record. I want you to make a recording of it.
You want to
Cool.
make an ASMR recording of it? Oh lord.
I'll have to
And Shinto-
re-look at the VOD and see what your chat said.
Shato, absolutely, you are welcome here. I am very appreciative that you bring egg. Egg is important. Egg is food. Egg is love. Egg is life. Egg is delicious.
This is why I never understand Martins.
You know what else is delicious? Arzies. Arzies are very delicious.
No.
There's
No.
only one of me. You can't both have me at once, only one at a time. Wait your turn.
No, we just, split you down the middle and, Raygon
Jeez,
gets
no.
one half, I get the other.
Yeah, we do
No.
it biblical style.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. No, Raygon
I mean,
first.
it works very well for this.
Yay!
No, no,
I get
no.
I get an RZ sandwich.
Okay, now a burger. Fuck! Sometimes I question
Hey.
if why I even joined this voice call.
Hey, RZ.
What?
One moment. Just a
Momento.
moment.
Okay. Okay.
Are you looking at the stream?
I'm looking at the stream.
Perfect.
Alright, you're probably doing something. I have to wait for the stream to catch up.
I don't know.
There you go, RZ.
Oh. You have burger. He has burger. Okay.
Burger.
Okay. Nice. Nice burger. I'm going back to my reading and learning how to wield a gun.
Okay.
Shh, on your precious. So is Zim,
Uh-huh.
but you're even more precious.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a great idea, Slitherite. Great idea.
Oh wait, no, okay. Fine.
Right? And now it's just you and I. How did this person even get in here? They don't even have insurance.
Maybe they paid out of pocket?
Well, maybe. Wouldn't that say, though?
Oh. Do you need to work? Are like, you're not the one managing the building or the billing, are you?
No, but in order for me to essentially get these individuals registered with the mental health, they have to be financially cleared. And apparently it's my job to ask if they're financially cleared, and then I have to ask to get them into the system. Because even though this stuff should have been done before they even reached my desk, it wasn't. So if I want to get my notes done, I have to do all this bullshit. So when my supervisor asks, why don't you have your notes done, I can at least point out, like, I've been sending out emails about this stuff so I can get them cleared, so I can get them in the system, so I can actually do my actual job.
Isn't that the secretary's job, though, to get them in the, in the
Yes.
system and stuff?
Yes, it is. We did have a
RZ
receptionist, though, when I came in.
Oh.
And I guess the individual who was there, I guess they were new too, so they probably just didn't do it, or maybe it was maybe the responsibility was always on us and I wasn't aware or something. But either way, they're not financially cleared, which means they're not in the system, which means I can't do notes. And these notes are building up. I've got like 56 of them to do. And I can't do them until these individuals are in the system.
You can't do any of them?
No, I can't. It's like the equivalent of you can't park your car in a garage until you have yourself a garage.
Yes, Spirit, he is still up. And what's wrong, RZ? Something wrong?
That picture.
You see what I put on the stream?
Yeah, I just saw it. It's funny. That's funny stuff. Yeah, being up this late isn't too unusual. I've done it before, Spirit. Like, I've been through college and graduate school. I've literally gone days without sleep if need be. That said, it's not something I want to do, but because I don't have to go to work tomorrow, I'm okay doing it. If I can stay up for maybe another 6 or 8 hours and just finish all this work, I should be okay, then I can go to sleep.
There, is that better, RC?
Give him a moment. Let me judge it. Let me wait to stream to catch up. I should probably refresh stream after the... You know what?
Slytherin, I'm not going to allow that message, but no. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great point, Spirit. Yes, slurp him like noodle. There. Back to tail first.
Not in a... Scream.
Do I even need to put these individuals into the system? They didn't even show up for their session.
I would say no.
Beef. Nayland, it's beef. Absolutely beef. absolutely not chicken whatsoever.
RZ burger tastes more like
Beef.
We
spam.
have the meats.
What'd you say, Zim?
Tastes more like spam.
If you could see my if you could see my physical expression and how I'm like, thinking on this. Spirit, trust me. I just know.
Oh, Spirit, you should have told me you were in the waiting room. Jeez. Some people's kids not telling you that they're in somewhere?
Zim, do we need to talk about where all the eggs went?
What about it?
You see, I was gonna cook some eggs today, but seeing as the eggs are all, gone.
What about it?
No,
And I
I
didn't.
have an egg right here.
Oh.
Oh, I dropped it.
You see, I was gonna make some delicious egg burritos, but if the eggs are all in Zim, I might as well just put Zim in the burrito.
And I did say in 2 separate messages what I was planning on doing,
Doesn't mean that you told me you were in the waiting room.
4:10 a.m. Central Time, in waiting room if still open.
Zim, be more attentive.
You wrote WR. How was I
WR,
supposed to know what
waiting
that
room.
means?
We're in the whir.
Alright, you don't get your psychic powers till next week.
I don't get them ever if I'm gonna keep being this tired. Let's see here.
Who's my next individual?
Oh, that's a typo.
What's a typo?
I'm looking at the Pokeroll book.
Okay. Yeah. I don't like it how there's so many typos and just like wording that's just awful. You're like absolutely awful.
Is my model broke?
Good question. Is model broke?
Well, it wasn't responding to your voice.
It is on my end.
It's moving.
Doop, 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 doop. Okay, now I want Tetris. Tetris!
Tetris, but all the blocks are ferrets and sables.
I can't jump on this fire. I can't jump on this fire. I can't jump on this fire. God damn it. I mean, it'd be a way like you gotta neatly put the martins and ferrets away, so just play Tetris with them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, we'll just have Tetris. All the pieces are otters, ferrets, skunks, sables.
Oh, neat.
I have heard about spicy Cheeto cereal. Kojo. I'm hoping it was wrong,
I mean,
but I have heard
they-
rumors.
I mean, they did make KFC Listerine mouthwash.
Why?
America. That's the only thing I can answer.
You have a point. It is America. You know what? Fine.
America, the country that names itself for all three portions of the continent.
Oh, don't blame us. It was named like that before we got here.
I'm going to assume it has something to do with the
Not the colonies, no.
Knock, knock,
No.
knock. Tap, tap, tap.
Tap, tap,
Alright.
tap.
Knock, knock, knock.
You're gonna scare the trainers away.
Yeah, they did make a KFC dating sim too. That was weird.
Mm-hmm.
So they make a dating sim out of everything. They made a dating sim for Dead by Daylight too.
Yeah, but they made Colonel Sanders hot and young.
Oh no.
Okay,
I
yeah,
guess-
no.
I guess I'm gonna have to get started on a Zim dating sim.
Oh god. No. Oh lord.
All beta test, I guess.
Actually, yeah, I should probably help with beta testing.
And we'll include RZ.
RZ will be the first date meal.
Oi!
Oh, right. Apologies. RZ will be the pet puppy we pick up from the store.
Just fucking do it! You bullies!
Just a ZGF dating sim where you date all of the different characters from our various tabletop games.
That'd be interesting.
You know what? Permission to be narrator.
I think
I
it
don't
would
know.
only be fair if each of the storytellers in the dating sim were fighting for narration control.
Oh my god.
I agree.
Okay.
Literally
sorry.
just have them. At one point, we literally just have like Rygon being like, "All right, and so here we are with you going on your date with Jet," and then Digi just grabs the mic, and we hear Rygon in the background, "Give me that mic back!"
The only reason I suggested me being narrator because I am a librarian in character lore, but you know what? That's fine.
I thought you were a noodle doggo.
I am
Perfect for burgers and cuddles.
Cuddles, yes. Burgers, not so much.
You're the one who said you tasted like beef.
Good point.
And just how do you know that? I'm pretty sure Rygon didn't include that in the character creation.
Okay, are you speaking about Azareth or Arzadeu? Because there's like, you keep. are you
Okay,
both referring to-
what does Azareth taste like then?
Okay, that I cannot answer. Rygon. Wait, no,
What's up?
he's busy.
We're wanting to know what Azareth tastes like.
All right, you really want to know the answer?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing lima beans.
I'm going with chicken.
I personally think beef.
Azareth, you taste like day old jerky.
I don't even know what deal jerky is, so I can't even.
It's
Fine.
beef jerky that you started eating and then couldn't quite finish, so you had some left in the open pack.
Oh, stale jerky.
No, in your case, it's scale jerky.
Yeah, it's so old you wouldn't want to eat it. Yeah.
I'd still give it the old college try, darling.
You get that desperate for food?
ZGF dating Zim, where all the characters of ZGF are just dating Zim at once.
Oh my god, you play as Zin. That would
Wouldn't it?
be.
Wouldn't it just be the Bachelor ZGF edition at that point?
Basically, we call it a dating sim. However, when people get in there, it's not actually they're not actually doing anything except for just like watching a stream, and it's just me going around and hooking up with everybody.
We're gonna need a bigger bed.
But we have the
It's okay.
extra deluxe queen.
I'll just borrow Sada's bed.
How big is Sata's bag?
I mean, he
Bed.
sleeps with 15 guys every night, so
Oh lord.
I mean, my bed's pretty big too. I sleep with 15 doggies.
for those not aware, Sada is playing a modded version of Stardew Valley, where he can, where he's able to marry as many people as he wants. And even though the bed size doesn't actually change in game, he gets out of bed with 15 guys.
I need to see a clip of this at some point.
Or you can go to his stream Saturdays before our poker roll session.
Who's mine? Yes.
Yeah, I'm already booked with Rygons.
Already booked with Rygons. Oh.
Yes, I know, Spirit, you have replaced me.
No, I go with Rygon before Pokeroll, and then during Pokeroll I come here.
Oh.
See, you two are precious.
Arzadeu, you're precious too. Who do you think's the little pup sitting on my lap?
Oh lord.
Hold up.
Oh,
I
goody,
got a
he's
thing for
already
this.
So basically what I'm hearing from y'all is, if I play the dating Zim, I have to pick all three of you.
There you go.
Something
It's
like that.
subtle, but it's there.
You know what? Fine.
Poor lady's gonna have like 1 billion emails from me when she gets to work in the morning.
There shouldn't be anything wrong with, you know, a... What kind of relationship would this be? One girl, two guys?
Polyamorous.
Polyamorous? Okay.
You see it, Spirit? You see it?
What am I?
On the
Oh,
stream.
the Kojo.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Whoa! You know what? You know what?
Give me just a moment while I screenshot this.
Lord.
I
This
figure
is
that's
kidding.
about accurate for where he'd be sitting on your lap for.
You're not wrong. It's a shame you can't just bump down his actual icon down there.
I mean, I could, but meh. That's more work than I want to put in. For a
It takes
one-off
messing
guy.
with reactors, yeah.
Kojo, I am doing fantabulously. However, I am also hungry and tired, but I am here, entertaining, and I'm supposed to be working on this thing, but I'm not really working on it. I'm probably going to retitle the stream to being instead of Streamworks, it'll probably be just a just chatting stream. But either way, here we are, and we're just doing things, and I really should get some work done, especially because I'm expecting Rygon to do work. So I suppose since Rygon's doing work, then I shall do work. It's only fair, yes, yes.
Oh no, you're the streamer. You're already doing the work, clearly.
See, each of us are doing our own work. Streamer's doing his own work, Rygon's doing his own personal work, I'm shooting guns.
So you're
Now the
playing games.
Now the real question is, which chat should I put this screen grab in?
I don't know, I haven't
Creator
looked.
chat?
Ooh, that works perfectly.
I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate.
I'll leave it without the commentary.
Aperture science. Do what we must because we can. For the good of all.
Syria, where did you go?
The ones who are dead, but there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep
He's probably busy looking up that KFC dating sim.
and the science gets done and you make
I know I would.
for the people who are
And then trying to find a bottle of the KFC flavored mouthwash to douse his eyes with after he gets done with the dating sim.
Syrio, I require your assistance in figuring out experience point costs.
What do you think Colonel Sanders would be? Regular or extra crispy?
You asked that question, but the game sadly answers.
That is fair. That is very fair.
I mean, with him being old, I'd imagine it's just closer to uncooked.
Oh no, they aged him down and gave him abs.
Oh, right.
I need a soda or something. I'll be right back.
Thought you got coffee.
I did. I drank it all.
I'm gonna put screen grabs from the game up in media sharing. In case you're interested, Arzi. Or Zim.
And believe me, I am still alive. And while you're dying, I'll be still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm
That is fair, Syrio. That is fair.
dead. I will be still
Squeeze.
Still alive.
Alright, I'll take a slow.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
Hey, you gotta get that dip there. Satisfaction.
I'm too tired to sing.
Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. Even for...
Even though. Go ahead.
Oh no, I completely forgot where it goes from here.
All right. Well, let's look at some lyrics then.
No, Rygon, you get to work.
There we go.
Agreed.
I'll
work.
just sing a couple verses. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done, and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. There you go.
To be fair,
All
I
that
was
time.
singing a big band Frank Sinatra version.
Oh, that's fair.
And threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt.
There, Arzy, you can deal with that cursed mental image.
Hmm.
Harzy being replaced with, being overcast over a burger, I think would be the cake for tonight.
I still like the idea of giving Argus a little coin purse with 100 little Azariths jangling around inside.
Please no. 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 No.
They
No.
go to a new region and all the money are just called little Azzies.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll trade you 3 Azzies for a little Azzy.
I'm sorry. What? What is this? Oh, what is this currency?
Oh my god,
It's
you
you.
almost have hit the mother load. You've got a real big Azzy with you.
Just a horrified face of just like. I would like to step away for a moment.
And as soon as you step away and the party turns their back, just like 2 little thieves just come out of nowhere and start carrying you off.
Like
No. They go and pay for something by handing Azzy across the counter. And then the shopkeep just breaks Azzy into a couple smaller pieces, a little smaller Azzies, and hands back the change.
Now, I like to think that you're worth just that one item, so you just go all in. Like, hey, we're going to buy a carrot. All right, there'll be 1 Azzy. Here you go.
That is much better.
And chat, the players think I'm kidding, but I'm not.
Actually, if Azzy gets carried off by 2 little thieves, I know exactly who could play them.
Are you talking about Exalted Kojo?
So Zim, you know how you have the Martin twins in one of your other tabletops, right?
Yes.
The 2 little thieves can be the Furry twins.
There you
Also
go.
played by you. You steal the large Azzy to trade for an egg.
Yeah, we run Exalted on Fridays, Kojo. Yeah, it looks like we're
Hey.
winding up with a naked Azareth. Just hold still.
Like,
We're
hold
we're just gonna
But
Exactly.
my
borrow your scales.
but I only have technically 6 scales. That I have the 3 on the left and the 3 on the right.
That's great. Then you only have to experience this 6 times. Now try to
Please.
keep the screaming to a minimum.
I wonder what role we would need to muffle Azareth while we pull his scales off.
That's alright. He's soundproof anyway.
Good point.
Ah. He would lose his pride right then and there.
Hey, not only would you be the smaller dragon, you'd also be a naked dragon compared to Argus.
Oh.
Jet, you're in charge for the next however long until I'm... Ah.
Yay! I have been promoted to party leader.
Do 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 do.
God. Arceus, help me.
All right, so you all heard it here first. Jet has been voted party leader
No.
because
Yep,
everybody
and-
would vote for themselves, except for Azareth now, who has voted for Jet. So therefore, Jet's the only one with 2 votes.
Yeah, and I say we make that a moment so it stands out on the channel forever.
God, you guys are bullies.
Oh, hey, there's your new stream title, Zim. Bullying Azareth.
No! Oh my god. Again, I ask myself, why do I keep joining this call?
Because you have
love
fun.
it.
There we go.
Oh, absolutely perfect.
Raycon,
What's up?
is any of this actually canon?
For what?
Okay, good. That answers my question.
For what
You
we're talking
bet.
about.
I'm not. I'm like half paying attention.
Just say yes.
Are
Okay.
you supposed to say no, please?
No way.
But I have the special royalty toast.
So you
But
told
you
me to say
voted to
no.
give it to Jet.
This,
I mean,
this-
don't complain. You told me to say no, so I said no.
Okay.
Yeah, you enjoy our company. That's why
I
you keep
do,
coming.
but I don't like the bulliness. Personally, I kind of dislike it,
All right. Well, do you want us to stop?
please.
Okay. I'll stop.
I will stop for at least tonight.
I can make the same promise.
Oh lord.
I mean, I'm not gonna call full a Stern.
Oh, interesting, Kojo. Arzi,
Yeah.
I just want you to know that you are appreciated and a good friend, and I love to hang out with you. You are a lot of fun.
Is it because you get to bully me so often?
No?
Okay.
Ours
You-
a day,
you are
you
just
darling.
fun.
Yes.
I want you to know you're a wonderful, sweet little scaly bean.
Oh, thank you.
Hey there, Tanya.
How's that one done?
Woo! Another one done. Celebrate.
Yeah.
And Rygon,
Hmm.
you are cherished, appreciated, and a wonderfully kind and thoughtful person, and you're doing just great with your work.
There you go. Well, I end up fired though. Well, at least your words will warm my heart.
So, poker roll.
Maybe later. If I can be given an incentive, we could do it as soon as I finish this all up.
I mean, it is now later than when Zim asked.
Joke.
That is true.
I'm more meaning, like Monday night.
Ah,
I should be done with all my stuff by then. If I can at least finish up a good amount of these notes, I'll be in a position for that kind of stuff. Right now, I'm in the position of just messaging this poor lady, asking for financial clearance for 1 billion different clients, and I don't know what their Medicaid numbers are. So I'm just like, "What's their insurance and insurance number?" I'm like, "I don't know. You can figure that one out." Ain't in their file, I can tell you that much.
So, follow-up question.
What's up?
Would you want to run poker roll tonight?
Yeah, sure.
I
This
would
is one of the ones that you guys are running it, so I don't care. If it's with the understanding that I don't have any structure prepared, yeah.
I mean, we didn't actually wind up getting around to what we were talking about getting to.
Well, you all kind of went your separate ways, and then I happened to roll, and well, the roll was, something happened, so I made something happen.
No, we were going to go our separate ways, and then things happened.
Yeah, everyone went up to their bedrooms. Jolene got frozen in a bowl. It was great.
But you hear that, you hear that, RZ? RZ?
Sorry, I was busy, lost in mine, looking at gear.
Well, Rygon said he would like to run poker roll today.
I just said I could.
I asked
Okay.
if you would like to run it, and you said, yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
So, I want to get it straight from your mouth, Rygon, and Zim being quiet. Would you like to run poker roll today?
Yeah, sure.
Rygon,
What's up?
just as someone who cares about your well-being as well, I would say try to have less than 15 to 20 notes before running Pokeroll.
Oh, that ain't happening. I can tell you that much.
But
Half
at the
these notes I
same
won't be able to
time-
do until the lady sends me back the emails, and then I send them to get admitted to the program.
And there is also the thing to consider of taking time away from doing stuff like that. It is important for health.
Well, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sending the rest of these emails that I can. Then I'll at least try to complete like 2 or 3 more days worth of notes, and then I'll probably go to sleep. If I can at least show that I'm trying and that I'm making progress, then my supervisor can't really say anything. But I gotta show that I'm at least trying to do something, even though a good majority of this shit isn't technically my fault. But I really, really don't want it that we go into week 4 of this, and I have yet like another 50 emails, or not emails, but notes to go through.
Catching up is definitely something that's going to be hard, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
we
glad
got
you
through the
hate it.
Octobers.
I'm
What's
glad
up?
you hated RZ.
It shouldn't exist. It shouldn't exist. It shouldn't exist. I'm sorry, Reagan, for talking over you, but this thing shouldn't exist.
What thing?
The KFC mouthwash should not exist. Should not.
You're just
Here's Zim,
getting
I'll
to that.
send it to you.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I know
was
about it, Spirit.
I was in the middle
Oh,
of
okay.
a dungeon. Responding was kind of difficult.
Sure thing, Tanya. See, now, Spirit, that is how you ask for voice access.
KFC mouthwash? Excuse me, what?
Oh yeah, you didn't know
Oh.
about that?
No, I did not know about that. That's an amazing thing to join voice on.
There's
Who
also
is this?
there is also a
Oh, it's
Cheetos hot and spicy cereal. And this
That
is
I was
Tanya.
aware of, though. I've had to stock those at work. I'm aware of those.
Tanya, would you like me to PM you the image?
Sure. Also,
So-
also, sorry about last night. I kept passing out.
It's okay. However, you really missed out.
I could tell. Every time that I blinked, we were at a new map.
Well, I'm meaning because, like, the majority of this little dungeon is all right up your alley. You would have
I'm
so
sorry.
many parts to pick and choose
Nor-
from.
Normally, I take a nap before the first game of the day, so that way I've got the energy to go through, but I just could not get to sleep this time around.
Jaffer, what's wrong?
Yeah, first, Jeff.
Are you
alright.
okay?
Oh, thank God this one's in. I don't have to send an email about them.
Also, Tanya, your talkie icon looks cute and adorable. I just want to get it in before I lost track of thoughts.
Banani. Yeah, that's Rosalia from the actual game that we were just mentioning. I'll just have to watch the VOD to see what I missed out on.
Cursed KFC things, really.
Oh no, I was just talking about the game from yesterday.
They're in.
Oh, God,
I did see the
Jaffer.
Listerine thing. Oh my god.
Oh.
It's got their
I
11
am
herbs and
so
spices.
sorry to hear that, Jaffer.
What happened to Jaffer? Hold
What?
on.
Just reach out.
Oh my
Please.
god.
Sorry to hear that.
Where's this being mentioned?
In the stream
Stream.
chat.
Twitch.
Oh, there it is.
For those not aware, Ahsoka is
crap.
his new little one. She's less than a month old.
Jesus Christ.
You wanna know how you make a grown man cry?
I am certain everything's gonna be okay, Jaffer. We've got really good medicine nowadays. I know it's scary, but
If you have any issues with your insurance whatsoever,
Spirit,
Come
he's
to me.
in Australia.
oh, well, never mind then.
Yeah, he's in Australia, so the doctors will actually do their job.
Wait, is that an actual fact?
Yeah, doctors outside of the US actually give a fuck.
Yeah. They don't look at you like just a new paycheck.
They also don't look at you like you're there to get narcotics, even for a physical.
Jaffer, I'm happy to be here for you.
Well, Jaffer,
If
if
you would
you have
like-
any... Go
Uh,
ahead, Sim.
Jaffer, would you like to keep going with this, or would you like us to distract you? I am happy to, listen and stuff, or we can move to something to distract you. Whichever would be more helpful.
And I was going to say, if you have any issues with the NHS, while my experience is with the UK, I can attempt to help you with the Australian version if needed. That way you can focus on your child.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought NHS was specifically a British thing.
Kojo, Ahsoka is the name of Jaffer's actual baby. His daughter.
It is a very nice name. I can't say I've ever heard it anywhere before, which makes it stand out.
I think I remember
And-
Zim mentioning it once.
It's from
Yeah.
Star Wars.
It's from Star
Oh.
Wars Clone Wars.
Oh, okay.
Anakin's Padawan. It's a really nice
Oh.
name.
Yeah, see, that's why I anything that's like post Disney or anything TV show I haven't seen. Just the main movies themselves.
Well, Clone Wars was pre-Disney. Though,
But it was a
to
TV
be fair,
series.
it was. They did release a new season after Disney took over. But yeah, in Australia, everything's free. He doesn't have to worry about anything, Spirit.
Oh, sounds amazing.
I know, right?
Yeah.
With the
Yeah,
healthcare, it's...
I've literally gone and visited my aunt just to go to the doctor for cheaper.
Alright, well... What I was going to ask Rygon...
What's up?
Would you enjoy running Pokerroll today?
I'm not one to complain.
I don't know if I like that non-committal answer.
It's the same answer he gave the first time you asked.
Essentially, what I'm saying is, I'm fine either way. If we run a game, so long as you all understand, like I stated, that it's not going to be structured, that you all will essentially be running it for me, that's fine. I'll be there to provide the little details. I'll be there to answer the questions and all that jazz. But kind of like it was supposed to be last session, you all are going to be more or less determining what you want to do, and I'll just be adding the fluff. If you want something more
Fluff
structured,
is important.
then we're going to have to wait until Saturday. Possibly even the Saturday after. So I don't mind running it, but it just comes with those stipulations.
Well, we'll see who would like to join.
Okay.
Personal preference. I want to limit the stress on Rygon. Try to keep it to Saturdays only as much as possible.
Well, what he's saying here is that it's not really that big of a deal if we're... Like what we were planning before, where, the going out to look for supplies or staying at the house and training, like that stuff that Rygon can handle just fine. It's nothing structured, and he definitely seems to enjoy it, at least.
Like I said, I'm not one to complain.
Ah.
You complain all the time when I take your toast.
That's
Now I want
different.
toast. Why do you do this to me?
Because I can.
But the big thing is whether or not I'm able to get enough of these notes done now So if I can stay up for at least another 3 or 4 hours just doing these notes, then I can pretty much guarantee I'll be available for a session tonight.
Yeah.
If I'm not able to get these notes done, then I'm going to have to spend Monday getting as many done, and then we can do a session after I'm done if I manage to get them done. The notes themselves shouldn't be too much, but again, I'm having to send off all these emails. I'm going to have to be waiting for her to respond to the dang emails. And then I'm going to have to send more emails stating, like, hey, can you please admit them into the program so I can actually do my job?
I thought you were able to add stuff into the program.
No.
So what is this program? I've been kind of like hoping for some contextual thing because I missed the lead in.
Just give me the name of it and I'll see if I know it.
I can't.
No.
A proprietary one?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Meaning it's one that's used primarily by your organization on license or completely wholly owned?
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I was just wondering what it is that he does because I was hoping to just draw something from context, but I didn't hear.
I'm a mental health counselor.
Ah, okay.
And I can't give any identifying features for my organization that I
Because,
am a part of, simply
that is not
because,
true.
one, this is the internet. So if I dare to say something here that at all offends anybody or whatever, I could be at risk of losing my job. And two, I don't want any small little details that I happen to slip up to be traced back to that organization, be therefore traced back to that area, therefore traced back to the clients, and the clients get hurt.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah, HIPAA and client protection. Those do make sense.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what it was that you did.
So about
Yeah.
the most anyone's going to ever get from me is I'm a mental health counselor and I'm somewhere in the state of Montana. That's it.
Hey, I'm somewhere in the state of Montana. Although
Well,
I'm pretty sure that you being mental health, if I were to touch you, I would burst into flame.
I would probably have the same effect, but I would still come and give you a hug.
Aw.
Terminal hug.
And who knows, if you've been in the mental health system, we could have run into each other at some point.
I do everything remote, wireless.
Gotcha. Even so.
So,
But I have gone through mental health stuff because the trans thing.
Yeah. I really wish we had more resources here to address that kind of thing to help out individuals who need that extra support.
Now,
so Tanya,
E?
are you gonna cameo? Are you gonna bring Rosalia or
Portia?
Portia and cameo in the poker roll game?
Well, if it's a Pokemon game, I could just, bring Rose as a Pokemon. Rose. Rosalia!
You'd have to pick an actual Pokemon, but
Never.
it would be just a cameo. Cameos are fun.
I mean, I'm not familiar with the system in the ever-loving slightest, though.
oh, this would just be roleplay thing. We wouldn't be setting you up an actual character sheet or anything. Like the cameo, especially in this case, would be purely just roleplay.
It'd most likely be Portia, because, Poke Doctor, except not one that's actually a Pokemon pretending to be human. Enjoy.
Either way, it'll be a little while.
Oh, hey. It's snowing.
Nice. And who are you asking that to, Kojo?
Also, it seems like I'm going to be up for a bit, so I'm going to step away and let the others entertain you all for a little bit while I go get some food going.
Please get food. So, Tanya, what are you doing right now?
Playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Got that up on one monitor, got the stream up on the other.
Nice.
Alright.
I'm just farming resources right now.
I wonder what kind of storms you guys are going to get next time.
Is it a Spirit or Rygon that was the mental health guy?
Rygon.
Rygon, okay. It's a group that I'm not used to interacting with a lot. I don't know people by voice.
It's
No
fine.
worries. It's not like any of us have any distinguishing voices.
Okay, you get started on that shit and I will meet you blow for blow, so don't even get started.
Oh lord. Guys, it's time for a coffee break. Please, please head over to get the coffee break, please.
Rygon's the mental health, and I, Spirit, am the one who's worked in insurance and direct healthcare billing.
And I don't think any of us here are doctors.
Nope. I'm too shaky to be a doctor.
I'll be working towards a PhD at some point, but I'm not there yet. Too busy. Yeah, go ahead, Neon. Go make a roll. Give me a roll between 1 and 308.
Pick 2.
I don't
Well,
know what
I
number 2
wouldn't.
is, but Spirit clearly wants it. Hey, what's number 2, Rygon? I'm curious.
Oh, I'm just being a brat.
Oh, rude.
Number 2 is Ice Blizzard.
Oh.
Oh, hey, that's current weather here.
Yeah.
Ha, ha, you, people who get snow. I don't get snow.
I mean, Arzy, that's why I said you'd be coming back up here. Duh.
Oh.
All we need to do is get the entire Pokeroll team under one roof, and then we can have it every night if people are free.
You have a
No, then you'll
point.
see how much of a wreck I am in real life. I'll just
Uh,
be sitting there, absolutely nothing in front of me. I'll just be like, yeah, flood, roll to swim, yeah.
I'll just give you a hug.
All right, Neon got 149. Let's see what 149 gives you.
Are you implying that talking to yourself is a bad thing?
Ooh. 149 is Slime Rain. Things are about to get sticky.
alright, where do I get wildlife sample? There's so much I want to talk about right now, but I can't, because spoilers.
Oh, and Rygon, I did
Oh.
send you a DM.
Okay.
Oh, I should just keep this golden stamina on me, to be honest. Damn it. Oh well. Which is... here. Give me... Vitality... yeah, I should probably buy that. Looks pretty too. Sky's tranquil after the storm. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Huh. You know. Okay. Decent. Not really mad about it. Yeah. Alright, that's got it. Oh.
I'm watching an ad of Santa Claus just kicking the ass out of a bunch of gangsters. Why not?
I'm sorry, that's hilarious. Oh, hey, there's a fake one. How much longer is that fake on for? Oh, perfect. I'll be able to do that. Soul tanking it.
Who was
bring-
next on my little list here?
Hey, we got you, bro. Companion. Oh, stable. Never mind. And then bring out you and there we go.
They're done. No, I've already sent in. Oh, all right. How many people could possibly have this extremely common name? Just 50 of you? Awesome.
Come here. You fight me, you fight me. Excellent, wonderful. Now prepare to die by my hands.
He sounds angry.
Very angry.
Very, very, very angry. Thank you very much.
Have you tried not being angry?
Might
You
be
see-
better for your mental health.
You see, I wasn't angry for the past 5 hours, so it's time to be angry now. I gotta keep equilibrium. Oh, this is just the last one in the kill. Lovely. Then else will be done. Cry. And suffer. Pain. Alright. Perfect. Where was I? Ah, yes. It's 4:11. Should I go to bed?
Yeah, maybe.
Or 11. Oh, so you're in Western time zone too.
Yeah.
A lot of people on the West Coast.
Well, I know more people who are on the East Coast.
I'm in Central.
We'll go fishing now. And turn mountain music off for this sound because the song is too beautiful. Oh. No. You.
So Rygon,
Hmm.
how long until we see Dr. PhD Ninetails running around?
Probably within the next 4 years.
You're going to diagnose everyone with... crap, I've forgotten the name of what it's called. Where they reject part of their identity and blindly believe it not to exist.
I'm not sure what you mean. You have to be more specific, because there's a few things that could fall under.
Yeah, I was about to say. Disassociation?
I could be specific, but then I'd have to get my code book, which is all the way over on the other side of the room back at my desk.
That sounds
You
like
could.
exercise. Exercise is good for you.
Eh,
Alright, I'm
I
back
mean,
for
you could be
about
talking about dissociation. You could be talking about defense mechanisms. You could be talking about DID. Like, there's a lot of things we could be talking about here. Welcome back. And yeah, Kojo, slime rain. Apparently that was what was rolled.
I am glad to know that whatever educational institution you went to is actually using the proper name. And not the mid-1900s name.
Oh,
Multiple
that's just
personality disorder?
industry standard at this point.
Yeah, the outdated version is multiple personality disorder, but now it's dissociative identity disorder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Because-
the industry standard now.
Yeah,
At least it
because
is
they
in all
came
the
to a
circles
mo-
I run.
they came to a more advanced understanding that it's just the person disassociating from various aspects of their personality in an attempt to cope with extreme mental trauma, sometimes physical trauma too.
I mean, you're not wrong, Tanya, but that doesn't stop a large number of providers from refusing to acknowledge the changeover.
And that's because they're old.
Oh,
Pretty much, yeah.
I can say that mine acknowledged the changeover.
There's enough research now to give some substantiation, but just simply due to the fact that the population who has that is just so small, we still haven't gotten as much traction as people would, I'm sure, would like.
Ha, funny joke. The population is small.
You know what I mean.
And Tanya, you seem familiar with it.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh? Well, now I'm curious.
And I'm not going to elaborate.
I mean, you could read my profile and tell me if my thinking's on the right order or not.
Spirit.
Okay,
She
I'll
has
drop
said
it.
she doesn't want to continue.
It sounds like some Freud stuff. I mean, maybe? Not really? Freudian stuff doesn't really deal with DID. Like, about the closest you get is maybe defense mechanisms, and even that's a bit iffy, because one, that came from a student of Freud, and it doesn't entirely encapsulate exactly what DID is.
And Tanya, I'm sorry for pressing.
How many? I got 2 clients with like the exact same name.
Do they
That's
have the
always
exact
fun.
same last name?
No. I always get the 2 confused though. This is like one of those like getting 2 Johns, but one of them has an H and the other one doesn't.
Part of why it is that medical professionals always ask for the birth date as well.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. Even if they're 90% sure they know which one they're talking to, you have to double check. Because that's that one time out of 1,000 where you're talking to the wrong person. You're like, oh yeah, here, take this medicine, it'll help, and then they die.
Well, what do you want from me, Coach? I ain't paying attention to the chat.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't here to relay it or anything, and I'm also trying to think and get my brain into thinking gear. That's not exactly easy. Especially
Yeah, it's a lot of
when I'm
work for you.
tired all day.
I know that thinking is hard work for you.
Did I already sent an email about these 2? Oh, I may have sent one about one of them. Cool, so that's one less email I have to do. Now I have to send it about the other one.
Well, 4 HP works. Yeah, I'll be satisfied with that.
Oh, I am starting to feel it though. What?
See, you're cute. All of you are cute.
Oh,
Lies and heresy.
You don't accept? Well, do you accept at least cool looking?
I guess I can go with that.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Hey, Neon, what was one thing you learned from the session today? In regards to DMing. Or I guess yesterday, technically.
Oh, thank God they're also in the system. Cool.
The DSMV? What, Kojo?
And she's ready.
Okay. I do think I should head off. Start to relax.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
go for it.
Alright, see ya, RZ.
See
Night,
ya.
RZ.
Thanks for coming by.
And Zim, DSMV is the diagnostics manual for mental health, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
that thing. Yeah.
Goody, they are also in it.
It's my pleasure.
This might actually start passing by a little quicker. Okay, they are in.
Oh yeah, Toshime is absolutely more of a relaxed character or player.
Well, aren't we all characters in the grand scheme of things? All the world's a stage, and we are but masks to be put on in front of different people.
Hey, don't
I'm
call
one of
me
the
out like that.
sandbags. I'm one of the sandbags.
What, not even like tree number 5?
Nope. I just hold the props open.
No. Hop in the voice. I mean, be nice to have more people in. Then I won't have to entertain everyone all by myself.
What am I doing?
Thought I
Being
was
adorable.
being entertaining.
No,
I thought I
you
was
all are
being
fine.
entertaining. I am not entertaining. Forever alone.
Forever alone. Well, you did say you were a sandbag, and sandbags are hardly entertaining. They're just, but they do hold everything.
Clearly,
up.
you're not being creative with your sandbags.
Clearly. I see. I'll put that blame on me. The updated manual for mental health disorders, to which I would say, which one? DSM-5. Yeah, DSM-5, but DSM-5 isn't even the most updated one. It's the DSM-5 like -TR now or something like that. Which I still need to get a physical copy of, but I keep running out of money.
Yeah, I do tend to love how each of these manuals they switch out every year are always $150+.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Dion's coming. Quickly. We gotta pack with all these all the sandbags for the flood.
Oh, now you need me.
Alright, I'll be sure to put you at the bottom for the best support.
Do, 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 do,
Do, do, do, do.
do, do,
Do,
do.
do, do, do. I'm sure I'm going to get emails back from this lady, and she's like, well, I can't do the financial clearance unless you have their Medicaid. It's like, I don't have their Medicaid. That's why I'm messaging you.
You gotta love people like that. You have to do X, Y before I'll do Z. It's like, I physically cannot do X and Y until you do Z. Well, that sounds like a you problem. 3 months later. Oh my god, I'm being fired because I didn't do Z. That sounds like a you problem. Sad how often stuff like that actually happens in the corporate world.
Oh, yeah.
No, the sad part is usually they'll just fire both parties without bothering to ask who was in the right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's easier that
That's-
way.
Or it could be like the new manager at the store that I work at. Oh, she's a real pain.
Oh, I can imagine.
No, see, she the previous store that she was the manager of was in the Deep South. Nothing against the Deep South, but snow is a thing that just doesn't happen there. And this is Montana. And she's been getting very, very picky and prissy about the floors. Yeah, because of the salt. The salt being tracked in by the contractors that she hired for the parking lot.
That sounds like her problem.
Okay, so yeah, the contractors to clean the parking lot oversalt the crap out of it. Salt gets tracked in, it gets everywhere. And we're scrubbing the floors as best we can. But because she saw shoe prints all over the floors in the store, she's like, well, clearly the people that were using the scrubbers were doing it with dirty shoes, because that's like someone walking in mop water. That's what that looks like to my eyes, because I don't understand what salt is. And she mandated, ordered, issued, command, what the freak ever term you want to use, that all of night shift maintenance get retrained on the floor scrubbers, because she didn't understand what salt was.
Walmart? This
Yeah.
seems like Walmart.
This is Walmart.
You know, Jaffer, you make a good point there.
As I had spent 5 years as an OSM, I give unto you these words, my condolences for your sanity.
OSM, I know I've heard that.
Overnight support manager.
Ah. Oh, so like person's name who I shouldn't actually say. I was about to say his name. I was like, no, that would be revealing too much information.
Yes, please don't. But yeah, OSM, all the responsibilities of the managers, well, just being the manager's bitch.
Yeah. But he's great, and he's a lot more approachable than I'll call him crotchety. I'm not gonna say his name, but the overnight manager, I'll call him crotchety. This guy lives and breathes Walmart. He doesn't have a first gear. He is only ever like jog walking around the store.
Oh, so he's stuck permanently in touring mode.
Boring.
Do they not use that term anymore? When the managers would make their hourly walk of the floor, it would be called touring.
Yeah. It's not that he's constantly walking; it's that he's constantly working. Anytime that he's not actively doing something managerial, he will immediately begin assisting one of the departments. This guy does not have a first gear.
Okay, the fact that he actually does work outside of the ad office, you've already got a good one. Don't let him get fired. That's how the good ones disappear.
I think even the new manager understands that night shift simply wouldn't function without him.
A Walmart with smart, logical managers?
More along the lines of
What the heck are they smoking in Montana?
No, it's more along the lines of, as it was getting closer and closer that they were going to swap store managers, several of the people that were on, several night managers, the supervisors, shift leads and stuff, all stepped down back to back to back. So
Oof.
management on overnights is severely understaffed, so she can't risk firing anybody.
So they were going to do their twice annual management rotation and they couldn't.
Yeah, basically, because they all said, "You can't fire me, I quit."
Haha. I mean, what?
Yeah, they all of them stepped down from the management positions, and they're probably just going to reapply after the 6-month timeout period is over.
Oh, they reduced it. Nice.
I think it's I thought it's 6 months. Is it normally a year or something?
It used to be a year for some reason for salaried.
It might be a year still then. I was just guessing at 6 months.
For hourly, it was 6 months.
Ah, that's where I got the 6 months from.
To tell you how old of a Walmart dinosaur I am, the in-store reporting structure used to be as follows: store manager, co-manager, shift manager, assistant manager, support manager, hourly, zone manage supervisor, department managers, and then associates. Or if you're front end, zone manager, CSM, CSS.
I will be right back.
Everything.
Half of those positions don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ancient. Every time I set foot into my old store, my overnight manager asks if I want my job back. It's been 7 years. They don't even have the Telzons anymore, and I can still outperform their employees on the handhelds.
I'm going to assume that's impressive, so good job.
The sad part is, the modern handhelds, they're just like phones, and yet people still don't know how to look at backroom inventory counts. I worked at Walmart when they were still using DOS and the smart system for literally everything. And Windows XP ran the registers. Yeah, the Telzons are gone, except for some select stores that really misbehaved with the new handhelds, with the new Zebra handhelds. The fact that you know what a Telzon is, instead of me referring to the much more modern Gemini that replaced them, before they went to the Palm Pilots and everything, then to the TC-70s and the MC-45s. Yeah, you and I are from the same era, Nowland.
If you feel any better, I recognized the term too. But only because a lot of the old farts at that Walmart use the term.
Well, the Telzons actually fucking worked.
Yep, that's what
Unless-
they said too.
Unless you had to go into the steel storage containers outside the stores at Christmas. Then you were flat out of luck on fucking anything.
It had no network connection.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, so they actually issued us they have us issued phones, those who want them. The company phone thing that has all those features and functions and stuff on it, which works better than the Zebra thingy-majiggers, but I swear they had to go to the mid-Cretaceous period to get the processors for these things. I will sit there twiddling my thumbs waiting for a scan to load, or just for it to be able to open up the scanner in the first place. Well, there's a customer that's impatiently tapping their feet. It's not my fault they cheaped out.
Hi, I used to have to schedule all of my associates on overnights in DOS on the smart system. And on the Telzons, I still remember what F keys go to where. I remember F6 for print, F7 for perpetual inventory backroom counts.
To be fair, there are just some combinations that you just never forget.
Well, when you have to hit them every day because no one knows how to bin shit.
Yeah, it's actually how I memorized the first secure password that I used online. It was actually the VIN number on a bike that I had stolen. Not that I stole it; it was stolen from me, and I had to memorize the VIN number.
Oh no, I understood. Yeah. Nowland, when you worked overnight backroom inventory, were you part of IMS? Or were you Cap 2 or Cap 3 mod team?
I'm back.
I think Nowland, Titania, and I just need to go into a separate call and bitch about Walmart for like the next few hours.
If you wish. I almost am getting to the point where I need to lie down again real quick.
I would say no,
Tanya?
because I am enjoying listening to this, and it keeps me from having to just ramble about nonsense.
Tanya, be glad you didn't use... Oh, you were IMS. I miss the IMS teams. They were fun.
Though, to admit, I don't know half of what they're saying, so it's like they're speaking in code.
We pretty much are.
So
That's lingo for you.
yeah,
IMS, I believe, is inventory management support.
yeah.
Basically the truck unloaders.
So as the JCD, I use the Tezron device to
Hold on.
move the inventory
No.
within the hubs.
No. You don't use a zebra, which replace the tails on, to move the pallets from the big steel. You don't move them with it. It's not a piece of hardware. It's just for cataloging things. Which you have to do because otherwise, fuck. OPC. Otherwise, they can't actually do their job in the morning, which just throws everything off. And management gets really pissed off because that's a huge source of income for the store. Me personally, none of that ever really affects me because I'm usually more busy with the Kaivac.
Tanya, also be glad you guys don't use... what was it called? Be glad you guys didn't have to deal with my guide. Nowland probably remembers my guide. Everyone finish your zones in my guide.
OGP, that was what it was called. OGP.
Yeah, online grocery pickup. That's a newer thing.
Yep. OGP gets priority in the mornings.
Yeah, for all the handhelds. Because they're more durable when you drop them in the parking lot. Like 7 times over trying to pull a bag off of a blue tote that's made too tight for the bag. I remember how I got promoted.
What did they do? They just came to you and just said you're promoted.
Well, our store was supposed to have 3 overnight support managers. 1 for backroom, 1 for front end, 1 for sales floor. We never had 1 for sales floor. And then the 1 for front end lost her crap and punched out one of our managers.
That shouldn't be as funny as it is.
There's a story behind that.
To be fair, she deserved it. And back end, the backroom Z / OSM did not want to touch sales floor or front end for the life of them. And having had override numbers from day shift before I transferred to nights, they just said, "Hey, you want to be support manager?" Sure. Cool, your sales floor and front end. What? And then my promotion got worse when our opening CSM came in drunk one day and drove his car through the propane cages in front of our lawn and garden Florida room.
Oh my god. Why?
You know how they have that big slidey fence piece that they roll across in front of the sliding doors to lock up at night?
Yeah.
They had to chain that in place where it would normally be in the unlocked position, because that's where he drove through and left a giant hole in the cinder brick and fence latticing for the Florida room.
So I'm familiar with the things that you're talking about, but when you're talking about the fence, you're talking about the cage around lawn and garden, or did your store okay? I was like, so I was wondering if you're like talking about your store actually having like security gates over the front or something.
No, it's just the lawn and garden Florida room. The big indoor portion where they had those fenced in walls.
Huh.
Yeah, he knocked out an entire section of that, drunk, showing up for work, along with the
Jesus
propane
Christ.
cages. He was fired.
Obviously.
And then all of a sudden, my 8-hour shifts turned into 12-hour shifts.
Which is why I will never be salaried.
Oh, I wasn't salaried. I was hourly. So every single Friday they were bitching at me about being over 40 hours. It was great. But someone had to set up all the morning cash drawers. So I had to stay for that and do morning register assignments for all the cashiers, back when Walmart used to have those. And that was before they had the cash recyclers that dispensed everything.
I love all these companies out there that are like, don't work overtime. Also, we're going to schedule you for overtime.
It's like, hey, we no longer have an opening CSM to set up cash drawers, do register assignments, and verify the cash office lady when she comes in to do her morning counts.
The other side of that coin.
We need you to stay over a couple hours now every day.
Yeah, the other side of that coin is don't ever work overtime at all. Why isn't anything getting done? It's like, why don't you hire more people? No, we won't hire more people. Then let us work more hours. No, you can't work more hours.
It's like,
why isn't anything getting done?
It's like, how did I go from getting promoted to front-end overnight support to being in charge of overnight maintenance, courtesy, and my 3 cashiers to all of the overnight stalkers and shit on the sales floor, as well as why am I now in charge of all the opening cashiers who come in at 5 and 6? What the hell?
Again, glad that I'm overnight maintenance. I don't have to put up with any of that crap.
You say that, but you can get voluntold. It's Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thankfully, my supervisor is actually a decent guy who knows what the hell he's doing. He's also been there since that store opened.
I will say, the open door process did used to work back when I was there, because all except for one write-up I got were all overturned. My 2 personal favorites being the write-up I got for having 76 hours in 1 week. Not one pay period, just the 1 week. Thanks, Valentine's Day. And then my personal favorite, the one that stuck, was from our Black Friday event. I was helping hand out TVs at the paint counter. Partway down Toy Action Alley, there was this pregnant woman at some of the infant clothes in those dropshipper displays, and people were being nice and giving her space. 6 o'clock hits. This guy grabs one of our TVs, shoves it into his cart, and goes running down Action Alley towards HBA at the front of the store. Top of his lungs, "Move it, you effing fat ass." Runs over her with his cart. That pregnant woman popped up, ran so fast she could have been a football quarterback, and tackled him and beat him unconscious. I got wrote up because one of the customers caught me laughing.
Jesus Christ.
It was worth it.
Jesus fucking Christ. What? Wait, where do you live?
Minnesota.
What
She should have tried out for our football
What the
team.
hell's going on in Minnesota? Like,
Minnesota
I have some
nice.
crazy stories, but not that bad.
Minnesota nice does not apply on Black Friday.
Fair enough.
That's the
when we
one
got
day
the
where
deals,
everyone
don't you
apparently
know?
tries to kill each other.
I avoid Black Friday like the plague it is. Like, yeah, there's some great deals out there. I'd rather pay more outside of Black Friday than deal with that. But I've been dragged out a few times. And there is always a good 2-foot barrier around me. People just, because I am just a massive guy, and when I get dragged out to it, I am not happy. I don't know what my face looks like, but I know I definitely do not have my normal smile on. I probably look ready to kill, and people just steer around me.
Nowland, I could tell you horror stories from my store because most of our associates were frequent posters on people at Walmart. But the Black Friday event of 2014 will live with me until I die. For a pregnant woman booking it at about a 20-mile-an-hour run to beat a man unconscious. I don't think I will ever forget that. Or the time that we had just finished expansion from a Division 1 to a Super Center, and opening week our store caught on fire. Someone tried to make meth in the family restroom by the photo lab. It didn't work out.
Okay, I was not sure about this combination when I put it together, but this is actually tasty. I got this, so what I made for my dinner, I've got a rice-a-roni box with, it's the stir-fry flavor. I put in this power blend thing with quinoa, or however you pronounce that, and spinach, and it's got chickpeas, red bell peppers, and the cranberries was the particular thing that I wasn't sure about, as well as the apple cider vinaigrette sauce that was with it, but it was mostly, you know, veggies added to the rice. And I decided to add a handful of shredded Monterey Jack cheese and a few meatballs, and it's actually turned out really good.
Let me find the photo I'm looking for. Ooh, this is a new one from a few days ago. It's not what I'm looking for, but that is interesting.
I don't have any real Walmart stories. I did work for a company that went into Walmart and gave out samples of things. But as far as Walmart itself, I don't have that many stories there. But some of my favorite people to deal with are the ones that insist that a private college campus is public property.
Oh yeah, those people. Yeah, got some stories from when you were a security. Oh, Actually, I do have one recent story, Walmart thing.
Okay,
Remember-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, remember I work night shift, right? This is after the store was already closed. But we leave the front doors open, one of the front doors open for employees to, move back and forth. This guy comes in. Remember, it's snowing out. This is a couple days ago. It's snowing out, freezing cold. He's got on a light jacket and shorts, and he looks traumatized. And he comes to me because I happened to be scrubbing near the front door at the time, saying that he had just gotten mugged, that they took his wallet and his money, and he wanted to know if he could use our phone to call the police. I immediately have somebody stay with him and go find a manager. What happens after this? Well, they go outside, scour the parking lot. They end up finding out, no, he wasn't mugged. He's high as balls, and his buddies hid his wallet. And his phone, it was in his car. Because they called his phone, and it was ringing in the car. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
So, Tanya, I put an image in to media sharing.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that happens at Walmart.
Hi, that's actually my old store. That was our 2 security guards.
We're just tooling around in two police car Power Wheels. That's adorable.
I mean, you're spoiled. Your stores close nowadays. Back in my day, only the Division 1 stores and the Walmart neighborhood markets got to close.
Yeah, you say spoiled, but see, you have security guards? We don't. We don't have any security guards. We did have asset protection, but that department got reduced. And when people shoplift brazenly, all we can do is go, no, stop, come back.
That's
We're
all
not
Walmart
allowed.
because of a different lawsuit. So Department 100 and Department 50. Department 100 is in-store asset protection. Department 50 was the accounts billable department for external security contracts to be paid out. All 100 departments actually have numbers that they apply to.
I'm aware. I'm 99.
I'm so sorry.
I only
Well,
know
I
that
mean, you
because
could be
every day I
82.
have to check the delivery sheets to see if there's a Department 99 pallet so that I can empty it.
I mean, you could be worse. You could be 82.
I have no.
But anyway, so our store had the highest loss of our entire market. All 5 years I was there. Oh, don't worry, they were on an 8-year streak when I left. But no, we couldn't have more than our 1 AP associate for budget reasons. But the budget did allow for us to hire a uniformed security company.
Okay, so the
how
budget
does
was
that make
shit.
sense?
The budget was shit because of high loss, and you couldn't hire loss prevention because of the shit budget.
Uh-huh. But
And
somehow
corporate
the
is sitting
same
there
shit
drooling,
budget,
staring at the lamp, going, "This sounds right."
but somehow the same shit budget that didn't allow for more than 1 AP associate allowed for 2 uniformed security officers on 3rd shift.
Wow.
You want to know what's sad?
That I
Despite-
had to wait for 2 months for replacement parts for one of the Kaivacs because of those same budget reasons.
Oh, that's just normal. So, despite our store having the highest loss rate in the market, our one asset protection associate also had the highest apprehension rate in the market, beating out every other store with teams of 4. He purposely never shaved, always wore ratty clothes, and kind of skulked around the store to look like a stoner.
They would never suspect him until it was too late.
We got to watch him apprehend a guy shoving DVDs down his pants by talking to him the entire time from electronics to the front about diapers.
Oh my god. This guy's a legend.
So he punishes them on the way to stealing.
Pretty much. They get past the sensormatic strips and, oh, by the way, sir, pulls out his Walmart badge.
At that point, what are you going to do? Say, no, my pants aren't full of DVDs? When he was when you were talking to him while you were stuffing them in your pants? That's the part that always gets me. It's the people that are like, no, I didn't. It's like, I've actually shut a person up before just by pointing a finger up, and then they look up and see that I'm pointing at a security camera, and suddenly their tone changes. Do people just not realize that Walmarts are full of security cameras?
I love being able to I love being able to do that to people in HBA cosmetics, because they've always had the cameras with the screens on them in cosmetics. And it's just like, you can take that lipstick or whatever out of your purse. Well, it's my lipstick, I brought it from home. Point up at the screen.
And how did people just not notice?
It's got this
I'm
big red
convinced-
flashy light on it.
I'm convinced there's a demographic of the population that from the moment they open their eyes in the morning to the moment they go to bed at night, not a single thought has passed through their head. They are on full autopilot. It would explain a lot about the world.
Now that's being offensive to the people who can run on autopilot.
Hey, I only run on autopilot as a defense measure. It's when I'm at critically low energy states.
You run in Power Saver. You're a protogen.
One moment, boyfriend problems.
So, one thing that, as a Canadian, we kind of made fun of the United States for.
Everything?
Well,
I
yes,
was about to say.
yes, Canadians are maybe too critical on the United States, but let's bring this to something more specific.
Gotta love that Canadian criticality.
Yeah, remember when Florida had like an inch of snow and basically the entire state shut down?
So, after Walmart,
actually,
I worked
you know
at
that-
Delta Airlines. They had
called-
the forecast of snow and ground all of our operations for 6 hours.
Hey, you know that super duper cold wave that went through Texas a couple years back?
The one with the ice storms that knocked out power?
I was in the middle of that. Here's the thing. I grew up in Michigan.
So you're used to it.
Everyone else is panicking, and I'm like, oh, power's out, lighting the candle. Since when do we have candles? Since I keep them in the emergency kit.
We have an emergency kit?
Like,
I
you
myself,
don't?
when I've had a car, in the back of the car, there is a big blanket. There is 2 pairs of new socks. There was a first aid kit, of course.
And a bag of kitty litter. You gotta have that.
Yep, I have a 5-gallon
did not have
Walmart.
that.
I have a 5-gallon Walmart drum, and it's just nothing but kitty litter in it that I keep in my car in winter.
But there were, I've always kept things like that in my cars because, especially being, I learned to drive in Ohio and Utah. You never know when your car might break down. And the socks
here's the
were
thing.
for, you step out of your car and, oh, why is there a giant puddle here?
Why did I park in a lake?
Yeah.
Two pieces of information here for people that are watching. If you're from the South, the purpose of the kitty litter is to get traction on icy surfaces. You pour it in front of the
yes.
tires to grout them.
Mhm.
And that's what the
I
your car
had an
gets stuck,
actual.
obviously.
Now,
I
Now,
had
if you're
a,
using-
sandbag for that.
the sand
And-
can clump up with extreme cold. With kitty litter, you want to use non-clay litter, or it will also clump in the cold.
As soon as it gets exposed to the water.
Yep.
But
To be fair,
as
I had the sandbags in my car, as well for their weight.
Did you have
and
rear-wheel drive?
Yes,
second.
that was the car
Oh.
I learned how to drive in. An
As for
88
this-
Chrysler Fifth Ave.
As for the second thing, the need for an emergency kit in your car. Well, other than the need for first aid, for those living in Europe, specifically those living in Great Britain, where everything is 2 inches away from everything else,
Yeah.
the U.S. is big. Now you're like, oh yeah, it's really big. No. It's big. You think 40 minutes to drive to another country is big? You can drive for several hours and still be in the same state here. There are some states you can drive for several hours and not see a single house.
It is very
Big.
common here in the US to drive for 40 minutes just to get to the grocery store.
Yeah, my
Exactly.
nearest grocery store is 45 minutes from me.
So the reason why a lot of cars have emergency kits is if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you're on your own. It's naval terms.
Yeah, I have a full roadside emergency kit, couple flares, a wool blanket, some wool socks.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had flares. That was one of the other things.
It's like a lot of people that are like, well, just call the police to help you. First off, there are areas in the US that have no phone service. And second, even if you do call emergency services, there's a chance they might dismiss you. And if they do come, you might be waiting 15 to 20 minutes for them to arrive. That's
Or
assuming they
more.
decided to rush.
Or more.
In most rural places, you could be waiting over an hour for the county sheriff's office to show up.
Well, that's
they don't get stuck too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, that's a big reason why we have some of the stances we have on certain things pertaining to certain amendments is police response time is a lot higher than I am dead time.
Oh yeah, Jaffer. You understand why we have these things in place here, but
Well, yeah, Jaffer's entire country is trying to kill him, including the country itself.
But here in the U.S., all these car companies specifically lobbied to make things as far apart as possible. Like, I myself, it was a relatively small town, but my car broke down on Main Street. And, like, there was full-on steam coming out of the front of the car and everything, and I was still waiting for a good hour before I finally got some help.
Ooh, that actually reminds me. In addition to an emergency kit and a blanket and stuff, you should always keep an extra quart of your type of engine oil in your car.
Oh, yes. Engine
Oh,
oil.
hey.
Yes, always keep extra
um,
fluids.
You
yeah,
don't want to
like
know what I
every
thought.
part of car.
You don't want to know what I was thinking when you said a quart of your own, and I was like, my face went white, and I was like, what?
You want a quart of motor oil and a quart of whatever coolant your engine uses. If you have an automatic transmission, you also want a quart of automatic transmission fluid.
A
I
lot of newer
also
cars have
had,
sealed transmissions.
Yeah, they do. But I also had the non-freezing washer fluid in my car extra because that is also something that can be very useful.
It very much can be, yes.
But yeah,
Especially
just-
if you are driving through a blizzard. I would, there were a couple of times where I had to stop at the side of the road, and I would take the jug. I kept it close to the heater, the heater vent on the floor, and used that, filled it up, and it would help a lot with getting rid of the ice.
Good night, Nowland.
Good night.
We'll continue our Walmart support group tomorrow.
But yeah, basically, the takeaway from this, for anybody who's not from the US, is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of us have that frontier mindset, the don't rely on the police, take care of the problem yourself mindset, is that in many respects, if you're not in the cities in this country, you have to have that mindset. It's a matter of survival because you're in the middle of nowhere.
If you don't live in a town in America big enough to support one of Walmart's 7 divisions of stores, you need to know how to do something, yes.
Yeah, you need to be able to defend yourself. You need to be able to survive for at least a week. You need to be able to actually handle being up against the elements, because if things go wrong, you are up against the elements. If you're up against criminal elements, you have to defend yourself. You can't rely on the police to arrive before you're already dead or kidnapped. And that is why we support certain things that I can't say by name on Twitch.
The Squirtle amendments.
Yes, the right to water cannons.
Exactly. Now, circling back to something you said, Tanya. You said with the shoplifters you weren't allowed to stop them? Physically?
Not allowed to physically stop them. Unless you're asset protection, you're not even allowed to confront them.
So, when I started working at my store, maybe about a year or two in, our store manager had to step down because she got cancer. They hired a replacement, fresh out of the US Armed Forces, and there's nothing wrong with that, except he had no experience except for 25 years of armed forces. He got fired within a year because he tackled a shoplifter.
You know, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think we should go back to the whole, if you're shoplifting, you get tackled. If you're caught doing a crime, then you should be immediately doing the time.
Yeah, but Walmart already gets sued by enough customers for enough reasons.
Yeah, I've noticed
let's
that.
not forget the guy. This was in Utah. This guy broke into these people's home while they were on vacation. He broke in, was going to steal a bunch of stuff, but then got trapped in their garage. And he said he had to live on hose water and dog food for a week before they got back. And he successfully sued them over that. The homeowners.
We need to bring back the death penalty.
Now you say that.
No, because he wouldn't have been gotten the death penalty. He won the lawsuit.
He ate the dog food. We need to put him to death.
Now, it's funny you mention the the death penalty because in Texas, a home invader was quite severely shot with a pew-pew and lost the use of his legs and also successfully sued.
Mm-hmm.
He received subdermal copper implants at high velocity.
I think in that case it was because he was technically retreating.
No, it was on his entry into the home.
Yeah.
Well,
This
you only
is-
shoot to kill.
Yeah.
Corpse can't sue you.
Well, the family can.
Yeah, but it's a lot harder for them to try to come up with the bullshit excuse like, oh, he was running away. It's like he's facing towards the person who shot him. What is he running backwards? And he's also on their private property, inside their building.
Yeah.
It's like
Th-
he was impacted through the stomach, and oh no, the booby trap case is something completely different, Sirio. I was gonna get to that after.
Yeah, you're not supposed to booby trap your house because
Emergency
Reasons.
responders sometimes have to. Emergency responders sometimes have to come in through unconventional means, and it puts them at risk.
Yeah.
actually
yeah,
kind of it's actually kind of funny the laws if like a robber breaks into like a store, for example, and you didn't put down a wet floor sign and they trip on that, they still can sue you.
Mm-hmm. Actually, even if there's wet floor signs down, they can still sue and win. My Walmart proved that very well. We had one of our cold bunkers, the floating cold bunker in front of Delhi, was leaking.
So it's
For-
not just my store then. Good to know.
This was leaking for about a year and a half before it finally got fixed. They just put down a bunch of those orange quick dry pads and a couple floor cones and said, yeah, that'll fix it.
You don't want to know how many of those things I have to restock per week. I'm in charge of the spill stations.
At least you take care of your spill stations. That somehow also fell to front end.
I know
But,
years ago my mom slipped in a Walmart and fell. They did have a wet floor sign, but holy crap, the manager... Like, my mom was perfectly fine. And she wasn't talking lawsuit or anything, but that manager was so panicked. I felt so bad for him. Like, he...
Gun shy.
Huh?
Gun shy.
No, I guess. It was basically he was basically forcing us to take the entire cart full of groceries, as well as I had a Nintendo Switch that I was going to get and stuff. Or not Switch, DS. That's how long
Well, that's
ago
because-
this was.
You
That's
travel
because if you
backward
accept-
in time.
If you accept compensation, then you waive your rights to further compensation. That's why.
Depending on the state. That
Yeah.
is dependent on the state. Minnesota was one of those states. We had a similar circumstance. Someone passed out due to low blood sugar, and the managers not wanting to deal with it just comped their whole shopping cart and gave them a $100 gift card.
Yeah, sometimes a company can be really scummy with that. Like, if you've ever, like, let's just give an example. Let's say, like, your DS explodes, and Nintendo gives you, like, a 5% discount on your next DS purchase. That counts as compensation. You can't get a new one, even though it
Only
sounds like a
if you accept
compliment.
it.
Yeah.
So I'm scrolling through my old pictures I've taken at work right now. There's one in particular I'm trying to find.
By the way,
there it is.
Jaffer posted his first aid kit to the media sharing chat.
Okay, so I'm posting a batch of pictures also
also?
in media sharing.
Rygon. Rygon. Oh, holy crap, it's been sitting on... I did not realize I forgot Stream Raiders. Oops.
Oops.
Oh, I thought
Dream
you knew
Pirates,
this
by the
whole
way.
time.
I did not. Not that I've been
So,
doing a whole lot, but...
I'm gonna post something also to media sharing since you were talking about the deli bunker.
Mhm.
See some nice
Rygon.
before and afters.
Honestly, the one complaint I have with in my house the fire extinguisher is it's in like the worst place possible. It's in like a tucked away corner of the laundry room that's really hard to get to, and you have to go past the kitchen. So it's like if the kitchen bursts into flames, you're not getting that fire extinguisher.
So, can you tell which pictures are the before and which one is the after for the radiators in that thing?
I can tell because I've seen those things in their worst conditions.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Tanya, you know how Walmart has that entire 5-minute CBL on why not to climb in and sleep in the cardboard baler or the trash compactor?
No,
What?
we don't.
You've never seen that?
We don't have that one. I think the people we have are slightly more Oh no, they're not. But we don't have that mandatory video. No.
Is management, salaried management, in charge of the keys for that, or do they leave them unlocked at your store?
The cardboard baler?
The baler or the trash compactor chute?
So the trash compactor, yeah, a manager has to come and unlock it for you each time. But the baler,
Is
we
the key
just-
broken off in the damn slot?
I don't have to answer that without my lawyer present.
It is great.
Oh,
That's every store, basically, because they don't want to lose the keys for them. So they just break the key in the permanent on position.
when I worked at Zeller's, do you want to know what the poster said to do with shoplifters?
Shoot them.
No.
If only.
It said, if you think someone's stealing, give them excellent service.
Oh, the kill them with kindness thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Basically, if you give them excellent service, they might not steal.
Yeah, Walmart
Yeah,
had the
you wanna
same
know-
thing, except it was make sure to pay extra close attention to them using the 10-foot rule.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah,
as
here's
I
the
was
thing. You ever had somebody look you dead in the eyes? Well, they just take the item anyways and start walking away with it because they know
Yeah.
that you can't do shit. Yeah, the extra service thing, it doesn't do crap against like 80% of the shoplifters.
Yeah.
No, what I was going to say, Tanya, the reason that video exists, I can thankfully say it's not from my store, but it is from Bloomington, Minnesota, on American Boulevard. A semi-local associate thought it was a good idea to sleep in the cardboard baler and lost their arm.
Why? Of like all the places I could think of sleeping, like why in these locations? Hey, this is
As far as I'm concerned, that's Darwinism.
yeah, here's a box. 5 times a day the box bursts into flame. I shouldn't have to say this, but don't sleep in it.
Yeah, basically.
It's okay.
Well, in this case,
it's okay. He won the lawsuit against Walmart for the loss of his arm.
Oh my fucking god.
What else could they have done?
We are living in a failed state. This
It-
country is doomed.
Well, sometimes I
Well,
feel
that's
like
why they made the video CBL after.
sometimes I feel like the reason why is because the courts basically want to benefit the people getting injured who have less money and less big billion-dollar company in an odd reversal of fortune.
I
Now-
can't get into that topic.
Now, Sirio has a good point. It's because you wouldn't be found sleeping on the job there, which is technically correct. However, on overnights as support manager, I would just turn off my walkie and hide in the about 2.5 foot wide gap behind the rolling racks.
Yeah, if I really wanted to hide on night shift, I've got like 30 places that I could hide that no one would find me.
All of our rolling bins were in a corner on one side with the roof access on the other, behind a little cubby that was the Photo Lab's back of house storage cage. So if you wanted to get back there, you had to squeeze back there to begin with. I kept a chair back there from the break room.
Yeah.
Turn my
Also-
walkie off, take my lunch.
Yeah. You guys worked in retail, and I'm just wondering one thing, because I wonder if this is just me, but one thing that drove me crazy is that in my old work is I wasn't like the hardest worker or anything, but clearly I was like the only one doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was so lazy, like well, not everyone, but there were so many lazy employees. It's like there was one whose only job was to like restock shelves full of stuff people returned, and sometimes he would just put things in the wrong place on purpose.
So that
Because-
way the stalkers have to deal with it?
Yeah, the night shift would have to deal with it. It was like I was like going
You
crazy.
get that anywhere in retail, though.
I had to alphabetize a whole section because they caught me watching the TV too much.
Oof.
Well, it was fine, but I was like, why didn't someone alphabetize this in the first place?
Now, to be fair, I can't harshly judge the not putting away returns, because front end was supposed to work all the returns on third shift back to their departments and aisles respectively, yet we always had to have 2 checkouts and the self-checkouts open at all times, which if I've only got 3 cashiers and I also have to have someone at the door and the service desk with 3 sets of checkouts.
You know, something I feel drives a lot of that behavior, though, is
We could never get back there, so
I'm gonna head
I
on out. You all have yourselves a good night.
Oh,
You
right,
too.
right.
alright. Sleep well.
I would just grab a bunch of carts, use scan to aisle location on the Telzon, sort them all into carts by their aisle, and then I would force overnights to actually work them. Because I'd push them all into their pallets.
yeah, that'll do it.
I am getting no work done. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream here, everybody. I
Are
was
we
mostly
distracting
going
you?
longer for. No, I'm just mostly. I was mostly just keeping going for Rygon, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. So, thank you all so much for joining us today for the stream. Thank you everybody for joining me for the stream today. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around. But for now, thank you everybody for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
A Duke.
Bye.